Good morning, and welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the Truth. When I welcome to my channel, all my subscribers, all my commenters, all my triggers, peaches, lovers, haters, and scallywags. Each and every one of you, I want to welcome you into my channel. Today's my son's birthday. Here he is, Raphael. Happy birthday, Raphael. And, these past couple of videos I've been talking about families and how wondrous, how not wonderful, wonderless. I can't remember, something like that. How great it is, to feel and be a part of a family and a culture. My coming from my own family, that once upon a time we were tight, but then Russ, who was like the monarch of the family, he passed away. This was years ago, because we all used to meet at his house on Saturday, play cards, or Friday, whatever, play for 2 days or whatever. And when he passed away, the family just kind of just slowly just drifted apart, you know. Um, and he was like the anchor, and it's unfortunate. I've had that happen several times in my life when someone was actually the glue that held things together, and when it died or moved on, everything fell apart, and it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to carry on, that bond, that unity, that love in spite of. And that's the one thing about living in a culture that it does. Culturally, this is what they do, you know. Uh, um, and so I never really had a strong. Sure, we had family reunions. We had occasional, weddings and funerals. There's nothing that brings a family together more than funerals and weddings. so anyway, yeah, so we got to say, oh yeah, I haven't seen you since the last funeral. But here in the Philippines, it's different. Family is very important, and that's why they say, like, when you marry a Filipina, you don't marry her, you marry her family. And to a large extent, that's true. If you're fortunate enough to to have a family that's not needy, because there are a lot of families, there are a lot of people who are needy, and although you don't mind helping, you don't want to. Over a period of time, it can feel like uh, not that you're taking advantage of. It's like, wait, this is going far enough. You know what I'm saying? And you don't, try to carry the entire family. Not that I have, I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed that my extended family is very self-sustaining. All of them are self-supporting. All of them are very talented in some type of craftsmanship. So whenever I need something done, I just pick up the phone or just text them, and they come like the next day and build or tear out or remove. We recently had one of our dogs passed away, Sheba. You know, um, I'll see if I can sign a shot here, Sheba. Here's Sheba and us working out. She's the white shepherd, and we couldn't understand. We've been going through this health issue with our dogs, and Celestine. We took to the vet. You remember the story, and we thought she was out, but now she's running around like a young pup. But it caught us off guard that when Sheba she was breathing very laborily like this, and when we came back, we got the message that she had passed away. So, but you know what? The funny thing is that called my brother-in-law, him and his wife, came and dug the hole, and we buried Sheba. This morning, when Mia called me to the window, I said, yeah. She said, look where Ichiban, she was Ichiban's puppy, look where she's sleeping. And she was sleeping, laying down next to the grave of her daughter. It was very touching. It was very touching seeing her laying. She would never lay there. No dogs lay there. The only reason why she would be laying there is because she knew that her baby was in there. So it was very touching. Briefly, that moment of seeing her laying like that. But anyway, so getting back to families. So when you have a family, whether it be Filipino or rather be American or rather be Russian or rather be German or whatever family that I have been blessed to infiltrate, because that's what I'm doing. I'm infiltrating. I appreciate and I cherish and I love them. You know what I'm saying? I love the kids. Oh my God. I love the wife. I love the husband. I love the family, man. I can't express how I feel, and I get attached to people. Attached to people who I want to keep in my life, who I want to have, who I want to be a part of, who I enjoy the love radiating off of them onto me. You know, and we would do things together, and we would go somewhere together. We would go to water parks or here, or restaurants and what have you. But see, the thing is that when something, I hope I don't know if it's gonna get monetized. Hold on. Well, I'm just going to let it go. If it doesn't get monetized, it's okay. It's already been started in the video. So anyway, it's unfortunate that a misunderstanding or just someone's stubbornness or someone's stepping out of pocket, does something, and it causes a breakup. You know. Now, not only you're no longer seeing that the guy whose family it is, the husband's family, you're not seeing the wife, you're not seeing the kids, who they all enjoy having you around, and it's for stupid stuff. It's for stupid stuff, and I know, God forgive me, I know I'm right. I'm right when you step out of pocket and violate my home. Hey, like this, you owe me an apology. I know I'm right when you think you're gonna get con me out of 5,000 pesos and just say let be, when the Philippines that's how it's going to be. You're wrong. That's not how it's going to be. And it's those two incidences: someone coming over my house, violating my house when I'm not here. You come over my house and when my wife and my kids and you're gonna sit and drink and all. No. The other guy who I paid him 5,000, to breed with his dog, and his dog's a dud. You know what I'm saying, like this, and and you don't want to do a back step with another dog, and you owe me 5,000. No, I don't owe you. That's just the way it goes. You just have to wait, another 6 months till another puppy's grown up to be. Oh no. Thank God his wife stepped in and said, "Don't pay him. You're wrong." And thank you for her stepping in and saying that he was wrong. But he just refuses to talk to me, acknowledge me. We have games and that we play, and he won't say my name. When it's my time, he'll just look at me. Well, and wait until I get the message. It's your turn, Gerard. And it's like being in a hostile environment. And I've come too far, for too long, to reject myself in an environment that I feel is hostile to me. I'm not going to do it. I have a choice today, and I choose not to subject myself to that toxic environment. Well, now I understand, because if there was somebody who I didn't who I decide I'm not having nothing to do with you, nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. In fact, When I look at you, don't never think I'm looking at you. I'm looking past you because you know why? Because you don't exist to me anymore. I understand that. And I've had to do that a couple of times. You know, you know, you always got to remember that you're going to need me before I need you. You know? So if that's his kid, I saw his kid. She was happy to see me and like this, and after the game was over, he stood between us, to make sure that like I couldn't talk to her, and she'd been in her head smiling, because she wanted to say hello. She wanted that hug. She wanted to have that conversation with me, and it was obvious. It was obvious he wasn't going to let that happen. So why would I want to subject myself to that type of toxic environment? And so anyway, so to lose family, which is what I'm talking about, due to misunderstanding or a person just too ignorant or too stubborn to say, "Yo, Gerard, you know what? Let's forget about that." It's over with. Or someone says, "Yo, Gerard, I'm sorry. You're right. I was wrong." You see, what is wrong with that? I've I've always been the peace, giver, or the one who always, come across, and because I believe you wait a few days and everything passed, then you can talk. But it's not happening here. So unfortunately, I have lost two families. The door is still open, you know. If you can find it in yourself to acknowledge to yourself that you were wrong. And I don't mind saying that to you, that you were wrong. You know. And because you were wrong, you should be man enough to come to me and say, "Yo, Gerard, I was wrong. I apologize." Because you see, my reaction, because of that, I reacted like 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 a man, because I stepped out of my character, and I said some things, not nothing that's so harsh that he would never forget that I said it, because I don't do that. I don't say, but in my demeanor, I was rude to him. So it's a matter of, okay. No, I've invited him somewhere, so it's up to him if he wants to come. So I open the door. So anyway, but you know, I also owe him an apology. And the other guy is like, I don't want to talk about it. I get sick thinking about. But then I understand. I understand. His grasp of the English language, and he's very, very crude in his description of talking about like I had baby powder on me, when I stepped by. He said, "You have some garbage on your neck." I mean, it was like, what? What makes you think I walk around with garbage on my neck? I mean, do you know how that sounds? But to him, because of his, grasp of the English language, it sounds normal. You have garbage on your neck because you didn't know what it was. So the only other thing that you can describe, I have something on my neck other than powder, is garbage. So I was like, "Oh, it's powder, my man, it's powder." I said, "The women love it." You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So, I know him saying, "Look, I don't want to talk about it." I don't want to talk about it. So, because it would very much get lost in the translation. He probably can talk about it if he was speaking to me in his own language, but I understand that too. All right. So with that being said, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans, so any action never disrespect the elder, pull someone up. And sometimes, you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, formerly singer of The Temptation, once said, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. And I'll always love you and never say no. Okay. Wait, one thing I'm always complaining about the furniture here. Uh, a few weeks ago, I was sitting in a supermarket, and when Mia's on the line pushing a cart that's too heavy for her to push up to the. I love watching her pull up the cart and then she can't push it. I don't help. Put your back into it. So anyway, so I'm sitting. I usually sit on the stool, or I sit on the side of the cash register in the opposite lane. Where they bag up stuff. I sit there. So, but this time I'm sitting on one of these stools. One of these little green stools that they always have, and I'm sitting there, and I'm watching the world go by, and I'm thinking about this stool because sometimes you feel a little jolt. And it could be a little earthquake, a tremor, or something like that. But, it started made me thinking about the stool. And so I was thinking about, wow, suppose this thing breaks, it seems very sturdy like this, whatever. And so I'm sitting there, pow, the stool breaks in all four directions. Each leg shot out of it. I'm on the floor. And then one of the cashiers ran over, and she come in front of the car, help me out. I said, oh, Gerard, now's your chance. So I grabbed her by her waist. I grabbed her by her top part of the way. I said, I got an excuse for grabbing this fine Filipina. And I took advantage of hanging on to her for dear life. But that still broke, and but it was I got a little reward out of that. All right, so remember, I love you like a love song, baby. And remember, may you live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day, so I'll never know, never know that nice people like you are going away. And don't forget my Sunday morning classics on Sunday at 7 a.m. Filipino time, 7 p.m. East Coast time, and you figured out the rest of the world. And also on Saturday, come here. I'll be here sipping on Hennessy for some spades and Hennessy. Okay? At 12 o'clock. All right? So I'll talk to you later. Peace.